Ellie just answered a phone call. Then her son had an accident. It all happened too suddenly. She hurried forward, trying to push the wardrobe away to save her son. But even with all her strength, she couldn't move the wardrobe at all. Since the boy passed away, Ellie had been deeply sorrowful every day. Even her husband often blamed her for not watching their child properly. The whole house was filled with grief. One day while Ellie was missing her son, she suddenly heard a rapid knocking from outside. It turned out her husband had returned from work. But strangely, her husband was unusually cheerful that day, as if he had completely forgotten about their son's death. The man told Ellie that his brother would visit their home tomorrow, and asked her and their son to prepare a good meal. Ellie was stunned to hear this. Her son had been dead for 3 months, and the man's brother had died 15 years ago. Just as Ellie was feeling confused, there came another knock from the door. Then her husband's furious shouting came from outside. Ellie was completely shocked. If her husband was outside, then who was the man inside the house? She walked back to the living room in confusion, only to find that the man inside had vanished. Could she have been hallucinating? Ellie slowly opened the door. When she saw her angry husband outside, she felt relieved. The next day, Ellie told her friend about what had happened. She suspected that she had hallucinated due to too much stress, but her friend didn't think so. She suggested Ellie see a priest, but Ellie didn't believe in such things at all. She left angrily, but on her way home, strange things began to happen. Ellie was walking along the road when she suddenly heard the sound of a cabinet shaking. She turned around curiously and saw 2 eerie women dressed in black, staring straight at her. Ellie was terrified. She quickened her pace, wanting to get away. Finally, Ellie reached her doorstep. Seeing her husband standing outside, Ellie felt relieved again. She wanted to tell him what had happened, but the man turned and walked away. Since their son's accidental death, their relationship had become very strained. That night while Ellie was sleeping, she was suddenly awakened by strange noises. Ellie opened her eyes and saw a group of black-clad women performing a terrifying ritual. Ellie screamed in fear. Her husband rushed in upon hearing her scream, but at that moment everything around her had returned to normal. The man thought Ellie had gone insane, so he decided to leave her. The next day, Ellie tried to approach him. She wanted to mend their relationship, but the man completely ignored her. Ellie felt heartbroken. She went to her son's grave, pouring out her sorrow and longing. But then the strange noises came again. Ellie was terrified. This time she realized clearly that everything before had not been an illusion. Ellie turned and ran away in fear. After all these bizarre events, Ellie finally realized how serious the problem was. Through her friend's introduction, Ellie went to see the priest. Inside the priest's room sat a little blonde-haired boy. The priest first told Ellie to write her name on a piece of paper. Then he spread a little jam on it. After soaking the paper in water, the priest fed it to the boy beside him. As he began chanting an incantation, the boy's face twisted in the mirror, followed by flashes of horrifying visions. Seeing this, the priest's expression turned solemn. It turned out that Ellie had been cursed with an evil spell, and the one who cast it was related to her by blood. The priest guessed it might be her aunt or great-aunt. To lift the curse, she had to find that person. Ellie was shocked to hear this, because those relatives had died long ago, and she had never been in contact with them, so why would they want to curse her?